Hi everyone, today we'll be looking at my new Liliput 569GL monitor. I think this is one of the latest releases from Liliput with some much needed improvements that finally made me go for this budget brand. I've used one of the older Liliput monitors on one shoot some time ago and I totally hate the experience. Not only I couldn't judge the colors and the exposure from the image I was getting on that display, the image would also stretch out, creating a very ugly image. It made very little sense to use that monitor and I never actually used one of these monitors again. I believe that with this model some of these issues have been addressed, but before we get into that, let's first unbox it and see what's inside. Okay, so let's try to unbox this thing. Next up, we've got some sort of HDMI cable there. I think that was one of the free gifts that came with that particular deal. It's actually quite a nice looking HDMI cable with the gold plated tips. Power adapter, which is a UK power adapter because I bought my one from UK. Some of you guys might buy your one from Hong Kong, so it's probably gonna be a bit different, but you can always buy a converter. Okay, and this is a hood for the monitor. Wow, this is very compact. There is a screen protector there at the moment. I'm gonna take it off. There is a battery plate base here where you can slide in different battery plates in. There's on-off switch here. There's a mains input here, which I think will also take your batteries with a compatible cable. So you can use bigger batteries with it, not just the ones that slide in. One of the most important features on this monitor is the HDMI look through. This is one of the reasons why I got it, and one of the reasons why I originally got my Senioroid EVF, which I've now sold because I wasn't happy with it. We also have other inputs here, which are covered at the moment. The build quality, it's definitely not the same as the high-end monitors. It feels a bit plasticky. The buttons are quite alright. It actually looks very similar to some of the Marshall monitors. The layout and the design of these buttons are very similar. I'm not gonna say that it's the same quality, it just looks like it. I've used a Marshall monitor before and definitely felt much more solid, but it's not bad, you know, for the money I've paid for it, it's not bad. There's also a headphones socket here which will allow you to monitor sound, I assume. Okay, so I've connected the Liliput monitor to my Canon 5D. I'm currently running it off the mains power and it's connected via the HDMI cable that came with it. Okay, so when I press record, the image has stretched out again, just the way I hate it. But because it has two modes, 16:9 and 4:3, I'm wondering if it's gonna get squeezed back in if I press this F4 button, which I believe is the correct one. Yep, it actually worked. This is amazing. Oh, this can actually be used. It can be squeezed back into 4:3 from that stretched out image, which is really cool, which is what I was really looking for. Although saying that, now this 5-inch monitor becomes quite a small one. It's still bigger than the on-camera monitor. Okay, I'm trying to figure out by just looking at the screen if I'm not in focus, and I think I wasn't in focus actually. I need to come a bit close to be in focus. I think now I'm in focus much better. So it's not too bad for judging the exposure. Let me see. Yeah, got it right. Now in the background. And now I'm focused again. So it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I took off the cover from the front, which is like protection cover, which made the screen look glossy, and it's actually matte, which is a good thing because matte screen reflects less light, so it's more likely that we'll be able to see something in the daylight. Actually, let me connect this lens hood to it, so it's connected very easily. Slide in on top and it clicks into place like so. There is a quick release button here. Let me try that. Quick release that, and then I think I bring it up. Yeah, that's it. But the cool thing, it will also help in the daylight. So I've got this nice little monitor going on there. Okay, and next up I want to show you the buttons, which are actually quite cool. They're not just great, but they have their own little colors. I think when I switch off the monitor here, it's gonna turn to red. I don't know if it's gonna stop the recording, but let's see. I'm gonna try to switch it off. Yeah, I've switched that off. I think the camera is still recording, hopefully. And turns to red. And it's back on, turns to green. We've got lights here. If I push any of these buttons, the lights will change. The F4 button rescales the image from 4:3 to 16:9, which in my case is very helpful because I hate stretched out image. The F1 adds some sort of markers. Hopefully they are adjustable, otherwise I don't see much point. F3 changes the colors to black and white, then red, green, blue channel, and back to color. The F2 though doesn't seem to do anything for the image. Let me see, it's coming back up. Yeah, and nothing has changed really, so I'll just have to see about that. These two knobs can be turned and pushed in to reveal the menu. I will have to see what the menu is like later on when I read the manual. At the moment, this is all I can say about it. Anyway, the first impressions are quite good. I'll have to really use this monitor for a while and see how it performs before I can say anything else about it. I want to use it a bit more before I do a full review, so look out for a full review in my upcoming videos. Also, if you are watching this video in the first week of January, make sure that you enter my competition that I'm running until the 5th of January. I'm giving away one of my lenses, which is Chinon 200mm lens that I featured in one of my previous tests. Make sure that you check that out. All the details can be found in the description bar below the video. You can also check out the video on my channel that has all the info about this competition. So check all of that out, and I'll see you in the next video.